Hello and welcome to the next ReeVlog. I require the little undershave because it's easier when there's less there, and the trimming of the moustache, and then I require the shower. But my hands, one, will not be fully cleaned of this ink in the shower. It requires a lot of direct attention and thorough scrubbing. It quite simply just isn't worth the water costs and pain that comes from it. I think it effectively just removes a few layers of skin, but it'll come off eventually. But also, I will be back at it with the fountain pen after the shower and such. Around here somewhere, there we go. I will be putting these headphones on when I'm done in the shower. So that'll keep my hair up and away from the front, which will mean that it will not be dripping on the paper, which obviously is ideal. There we go. Much better. So, what have I done today? First of all, I finished off my level 2 first draft stuff. So what I did, I think that I can't remember the specifics, but it's like 5 or 6 units, maybe 7. Unit 1 has a theory exam, which I've not done yet, but I'm working on the revision for. It's split up into 7 sections, and I'm nearly at the end of section 3, which is something I've done today, is most of section 3, and I'll be finishing that after the shower. And I might make a start on section 4, depending on how I feel. But section 3 is my minimum for the day. Following which, before which, actually, I did the rest of the assessments for units 2 through 5 or 6 or whatever. And then the final unit, we'll say unit 7, even though it might be 6, is practical assessment, which I can't do until gyms are open. Though part of it is a consultation outside of the gym, which I can do, and I've asked one of my housemates, my good friend, whether I can do it with him, and he's agreed, so we'll be organising that and probably doing that next week. I'm going to do my best to give them a bit more information and such before we do that, though. Just so we're both fully prepared. I've got to do a bit of prep myself. Yeah, hopefully it'll go well. At which point I then need to make him an exercise plan that can be done the first bit, like the initial session, the session plan, is what I need to do, and I need to be able to do it as part of a gym induction, which, when gym's open, if he's free and okay with it, we'll go do a gym induction. I will lead him around the gym, do the induction, we'll do the session. As part of it, someone will have to record it, but we'll do all of that, and then, jobs are good, and we are a-okay to proceed. I'll also have to do a 1 to 3 induction, but that's fine. But because gyms aren't open, once I've done the consultation and sent off the video and made the training session plan and sent that off as well, they've both got okayed and provided all of the work I've done today. And yesterday was okay. I've passed the theory test. I will then be allowed to move on to level 3 because I will have done everything else that I can do because COVID restrictions, which will be good. And I'll move on to level 3 and see what I've got to do. But yes, the unit 3, or section 3 of unit 1 of the level 2 is the respiratory and cardiovascular system. And so, I now know a bit more about the old heart. but I knew most of everything else. There was some stuff that reminded me that I'd forgotten about like the lungs and the capillaries in their interrelation with um, the arterioles and venules. I don't know how they're pronounced, but I might be thinking of the wrong thing anyway. But I don't think I am. I think it is a venule. Anyway, other than that, I went for a very short walk, and then a much longer walk. The much longer walk was because the run I was the scheduled run for the day was a 4.5 kilometer run, and currently I usually run 2 to 3 kilometers at a time. And I wanted to see, I wanted to do this for a while now, what the difference was in my walking and running speed. And my running speed is usually a kilometer in just over 5 minutes, provided there's sort of no major hills or slippery patches that I might fall over and have to be careful with. I can do less than that. That's sort of my general average. If I perform well, it's close to 4 minutes, I think. And if I'm doing badly, it's 7. That's just how it goes. My walking speed varied depending on terrain, because there were some bits where it was incredibly hilly and slippery, and there were other bits that were just walking. But the first kilometer was 13 minutes, and overall it took me, I think, about 51 to do 4.5. So I run a lot faster than I walk, which isn't bad. It's good to know. I don't really care about the specifics. I just wanted to know sort of whether it was worth running if I'm ever in a hurry, or whether the extra exertion, obviously, if depending on what I'm hurrying for, getting there even marginally faster is worth it. But if I'm hurrying for something and exertion could detract from my experience when I get there, well, I was thinking whether it might be worth walking instead of running. But no, running is still seemingly the superior option, which is good because that's one of the reasons that I train running. I've not done my circuit training for the day, which I'll be doing before the showering, and probably before the shaving and snipping. Oh, that tickled my mustache. But we will see. I can't say for sure what I'll be doing, in what order or anything like that. What else? I made a Instagram and Facebook post for my business. It obviously also posted to Twitter and such, but Instagram and Facebook are the two mains. I need to write in my diary to do a newsletter this Friday, which is tomorrow. I wonder what the topic will be. I'll figure it out. But yeah, other than that, my plans for the rest of the evening are maybe do a run on the treadmill. It wouldn't be a very high intensity run, but it would be a high duration run. See whether I can find the tripod, because I'm going to need that to record the consultation next week. And I think it should be around here somewhere, but it might be in the garage, but it might also be at my studio, which would be a bit of a pain to go and get, but that's fine. Yeah, I might play some video gamu, if I think I've got time, but yeah, I don't know where are we going with this. So yeah. Oh, I also went shopping. Yay. I got a lot of meat replacementy foods. So I got some like fake burgers and fake sausages. I had the fake sausages for lunch. They were all right, but they're not good enough to go on my buy again list. And then the fake burgers, though, they're good. I've had them before, so I got 6 packets. No, 6 burgers, 3 packets. 3 packs of 2. And so when I scan them into my app next time, I will try and remember to press the little heart so that I remember to go ahead and buy them again in the future. Because I need to sort out my nutrition and make sure I'm in a caloric deficit for now so that I lose weight. Yeah, it's hard because I really like food, but that's okay. Once I hit my goal weight, I'll try and come back up to like roughly the same calorie intake because I'm pretty stable at the moment. I'm not like gaining or losing particularly much on the day to day, and in general, there doesn't seem to be a trend. I can seem to sort of just bounce around here. So if I go back to about where I am, and then just focus on strength training and muscle training, it might shift my body composition. But I'm not super worried about that because I can get a lot of increases from my muscle connection without actually having to worry about the hypertrophy. But that's very technical, very technical. It's not. It's pretty basic as far as PTE stuff goes, but I'm not a PT yet, so that's what I would expect. Anyway, I'm gonna go because this is quite a long one, even by my normal standards. Normally, I say normal standards, my old standards. Old standards were sort of 10 minutes. This is nearly 12 already. Nowadays, my standards are closer to 5. And that's when I remember to vlog and don't just forget and do it at like 1 in the morning because I'm an idiot. But yeah, as I said, I'm going to go. So I'll catch you cats on the flip flop, and goodbye.